All right, what's up? As these days go on, battle on about, the vote, the COVID, all the boo game, boo, be scared. Out of all that, man, the only real issue, the only real sidebar line of discussion is these haters that went and spent that's on these haters that's getting SSI money and then they work on the under the table doing, cleaning snow and hauling stuff and handyman and they work under the table for that extra unreported, untaxable money. And they took that money and went and bought various weapons and ammo to go along with the weapons. And they are a problem now. They are a threat because they bought them to use them. They want to use them, but they need an authority granting them permission to use them. So while you are thinking about rights, voting rights, and constitutional privileges, because none of these are rights. We're going to get that straight. We need to call them what they is. They are privileged. They're not rights. How we can prove they are privileges? Because they stay up to vote. They're up for a vote, up or down, up or down, up or down. We're gonna give them the privilege to vote, yes or no, yes or no. So that's not a right. Don't make no mistake about a privilege and a right. A right is something that you get from a law. A privilege is something you get from God, the government of democracy. Government, G, of, O, democracy, D. Government of democracy give people privileges to do. Like you don't have a right to drive. They give you a privilege to drive. But a law give you a right to travel, but you don't know you have that right because you don't know your God given rights. I mean, your rights given by a law. So whatever you do, wherever you go, learn to make the distinction between a privilege and a right. A privilege, you will tussle with it. You will tussle with it, but you might let it go. Take it back. I ain't gonna beg you for it. But your God given right, you'll grab somebody in the collar session here, tell you something right now. That there you can't have that. That's not never gonna be surrendered. The right of the creator, the right of Allah, the rights that Allah gave me, the ones that I'm willing to give you, you ain't gonna take them from me. That's it. You're not gonna take not one of them rights of my God given rights. That's how you stand up for God given rights. Our God given rights, we do not just get them away. You can't sign a piece of paper and sign my God given rights out. When you know that, and I know that, and the rest of us know that, when I give you your God given rights, you give me my God given rights. I mean, you give me the right of Allah, and I give you the rights of Allah that Allah gave you, and we give everybody else the rights of Allah. It is at that point that Allah will send the help. Allah will send the help. He will be there on time to establish his way for you. Even though you may not live to see it, it'll be an investment in the next generation. You were saying to the world today, I'm a practitioner of giving God-given rights and holding on to my God-given rights for preservation of the next generation. And I'm in this giving and receiving God-given rights, I'm establishing not God-given rights, the right of Allah. And when I establish the right of Allah amongst with myself and amongst the people, when I establish Allah's way, Allah will protect His own way. Is my job done? Allah will take over from there. Once we establish His way, we build a generation on His way. He will maintain His way, and we will stay up and stay blessed until we decide to go for the okie doke again, the trickery, the buffoonery. As long as we stick to establishing the way of Allah, Allah will preserve His way. And in it you will find blessed. You will find your wealth. You will find your wife. You will find your respect for children. You will find your position in the world. You will find what you're looking for. It's with Allah. It's not with God, the government of democracy. It's not with a totalitarian state, or authoritarian state, a monarchy state, a socialist state, an imperialist government. It's not with none of those types. Your right to life don't lie with them. You won't right to life. Establish Allah way, and Allah will establish His way, and you will be the guardians and the trustees of that, and you will get the benefit of the guardian and the trustee of Allah way until you don't want it no more, until you want to go back into subjugation and humiliation.